Jason, you had a very interesting story. People can go check this out over at seattlered.com. There is some open-air drug selling. How did you happen upon this group, by the way?
He opened his eyes.
Yeah, I mean, in fairness.
I mean, dude.
You go downtown.
The news headline is, there's a corner that's not selling drugs.
How did you discover?
And we'll tell you where it is.
Yeah, the breaking news story is I found the one where you can't purchase drugs. No, I walk by this general area with my dog. I don't know if I told you. I adopted a dog.
Oh, you got a dog?
Last April. He's a 2.5-year-old Malinois mix, and he's adorable.
I didn't know that.
And I walk him by, and it's 3rd and Blanchard in the Belltown neighborhood. And dear God, there's a whole lot of open-air drug dealing. And the reason why this matters is because this is in the SOTA, the stay out of drug area.
Let me ask you a question about this. So are you walking your dog at is this like a 2 a.m. situation where the dog's got to pee late at night?
Did you adopt a recovering, was he a drug dog?
Was a drug dog. He was from Mexico. He was working in we can't get into some of that, but he was an actual drug dog.
He was a drug enforcement dog.
Or a user or dealer. I don't know. I didn't ask those details.
Why is he pulling me toward the corner?
He seems very interested for some reason.
Here's the thing. I wrote the story at seattlered.com. It's there right now. This morning, as I'm walking by this very intersection at about 7:30, 7:45 a.m., again, just out in the open, dude is clearly the drug dealer. He's got a wad of cash in his hand, and he's it's clearly happening. And again, it's not so much, that's not really the news necessarily, but when you're in the SOTA zone, where you're specifically not supposed to be doing this, in an area in which the city knows has a whole bunch of open-air drug use and sales, why not enforce just in this one little piece? This is clearly happening, and the businesses that are there and the people who live nearby have complained about this for years. It's only gotten worse over the last couple of years because of a lot of the people here used to be more in the downtown direct core by Westlake.
Sure.
And they've basically been moved over.
Can you tell the audience who may not be familiar what SOAP and SOTA stand for?
SOTA is stay out of drug area. What it basically means is if you get popped for a drug-related crime, as part of your conditions of pretrial release, you agree to not go back into this one particular area and reoffend. You're supposed to stay out completely. SOAP is stay out of area prostitution. It's one of those stupid acronyms they came up with
or
first.
Whatever. Yeah. Buying. So why do you think it is that the city is deciding not to, if they know that it's happening in this area, it's happening in a lot of areas, but if they know that it's happening in this area and all these businesses keep calling and saying, hey, there's literally people out here with wads of cash selling drugs, please come and stop this.
Yeah, there's two issues. On the one hand, you've got a police department that's just not well-staffed. That's just the reality. They have competing issues that are more serious or violent that they have to respond to. And you have a mayor who just doesn't really care. I mean, the whole idea of going in and enforcing the law, I think the mayor sees this as a concession that he hasn't been doing much. I think he sees this as saying, yeah, I'm cleaning up a problem and it's only happening right now because we're running for re-election. And people will say, well, it's been like this forever. Why are you only doing it now? And rightly, it would be called a political campaign.
Just because he says, hey, this could hurt my chances in a few months. And
I think he sees it as a lose-lose for him. And then, of course, you've got the people who will complain, arguing that you're criminalizing drug addiction or poverty, which you're not. You can go ahead and arrest the drug dealers.
Yeah, criminalize the drug guy who's selling the drug to the addiction
You're
people.
Criminalizing criminal behavior. That's how it's supposed to happen.
That seems like a little redundant. You can't criminalize something that's already a crime. It's against the law already.
I don't come up with these.
Why doesn't Katie just set up shop right there? Katie Wilson.
Katie Wilson?
Set up. I mean, I'm here doing
supporters.
I'm here doing something about this. Oh.
Well, she's pretty far to the left on these issues.
She's not pro-crime, though. Come on.
I don't know. So...
Yeah, do you think she would have a different stance against Harrow?
If you're easy on criminals, you're pro-crime.
So you don't?
I don't know how else you can say it.
Would she have a better chance of cleaning up Seattle? Do you think?
No, I think it would be. That's the so the problem for people like me.
So you're endorsing Mayor Harrell then?
I'm not endorsing anyone. I just realized that we're screwed either way. I'm in a tough spot because undoubtedly,
you have a drug-addicted dog. That's why.
I know. Undoubtedly, I think
he
we're
needs
better
your
off.
Love, man.
I think we're better off with Harrell than we are with Wilson, just from an ideological standard.
Okay, sure.
She's very far to the left, and none of the ideas that she's proposed to the extent that they've already been out there, have worked. She's a believer in harm reduction, things like it just does not work. Harrell, same kind of thing. He's just so lazy. He's the laziest mayor I think we've had. Who he loves going to cocktail parties. He likes giving speeches. He likes shaking hands.
Fundraising is the problem, right? You got to have a war chest. Yeah,
but he does that regardless of the fundraising.
Okay.
He just likes that as a title, and he gives his staff members the power to run things the way they see fit. Which would be fine if you had people who are taking care of this problem.
Who fit was a good fit,
But they're not. Would it be worse under Katie Wilson? Yes. And every time I do a story like this, in the back of my mind, I was like, oh, am I making it harder for Harrell to? But then you know what? It's not up to me. I'm just going to report on what I see.
You know, is there anything to the rationale that, look, we've got limited resources? You yourself said they're grossly understaffed. Are they trying to focus on the fact, violent crimes are down, murders are down? Are they using resources where they feel like it's a bigger fire to put out than drug use and drug sales?
Doing that, I would say yes, but
don't the numbers indicate that there's a decline?
Yes, there's certainly a decline in violent crime. That's no doubt. I don't know if that's because of anything that's being done at the city level,
or if there's just nobody left to murder.
Well, or you're looking at historic highs, and of course, at some point, the numbers are going to go down.
Come down.
It's a good. Right, it's a good stat to have going down.
Yeah.
But again, the context, at least the way that I've been talking about it for a while, and I think you guys have as well, we're not comparing what we feel right now to, a historic high. We're not even going and comparing it to like the 80s, because people used to say, well, it was way worse back then. Yeah, I'm not arguing that. 2019, pre-reform, that's at least the baseline for most people in the conversation about crime getting out of control or homelessness. And we're not at that point yet. We're going in that direction, but we need to have more than 1 year worth of that data.
But if they had adequate staffing, I would hope that the mayor wouldn't be lazy, wouldn't be not caring, and that this would be dealt with.
You have a police department now, and I'll be having this story either later this week or early next week, in which they are prioritizing some silly things instead of going after these bad guys. And
you mean the things they're focusing to put their resources toward?
That they are being told to focus on.
Okay.
Because it's better headlines.
Not only better headlines, but I think you have a new police chief who doesn't know the area very well, and he brought in a whole new set of assistant captains and chiefs and whatnot who also don't know the city very well yet, because they're from. And by the way, that's okay.
Sure.
Unless you're just allowing rampant
drug sales.
dealing,
yeah.
And I don't know. It looks like a problem to me.
Seems like a problem if it's open air. It's the middle of the day.
I hear you.
It's all day, every day.
Yeah, no good. Especially for the.
I got a great deal on fentanyl, though. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, good. Yeah. Good for you. Yeah.
I got the tools from public health, and now I got the product.
It's because you bought that street stuff. I'm telling you, get the free stuff from the state. It's cleaner.
They'll deliver it right to your door.
I'm telling you.
Is that how they
say
soon? If they get their way, they're going to bring it to your door and help
Drug
you take
hub.
it. Yeah.
Uber Smokes? Is that out there?
Exactly. Yeah. .wow.gov.
I like it.
All right. Jason Rantz from the
Flop
Jason
Hub.
Rantz Show.